Do it. Do it. Remember, it's just a bad dream, fat boy. Oh.
There we are, right? Right here we are. We're real professional today with this
Persian! Give them nothing, but take from them everything!
Yes, sir, we promised you a great main event tonight.
Andre, the China WrestleMania!
WrestleMania is running wild!
My God, what a It's not our world is watching! Are you ready? For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
The lace in your dress dangles my neck. How do I live? The death of the bachelor. Letting the water fall. The death of the bachelor. Seems so pitiful. Have we ever after? How can I ask for more? A lifetime of laughter at the expense of the death of a bachelor.
I'm cutting my mind off! It feels like my heart is going to burst! I won't at a table for two, and I just wanna be served! And when you think of me, am I the best you ever had? Say one more drink with me, I'll let it draw your side!
I'm walking the road, watching the sky fall. The lace in your dress dangles my neck. How do I live? The death of the bachelor. Letting the water fall. The death of the bachelor. Seems so pitiful. Happily ever after. How can I ask for more? A lifetime of laughter at the expense of the death of a bachelor.
It is I, it is he, it is me, P-double-D-E Temple from the Place to Be Reviews, right here with all of yous. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Going Rogue, episode number 62. We've got a great show planned for you this evening. Our guests are still on their way in, but you know what? I can acknowledge this wonderful chat here, ladies and gents. Thank you for joining us this Wednesday evening. Yeah, we've got a great show planned. The chat has been going on for a while here. Let's see, we got Rough Girl TV flying by and showing some love. Author Stephen Walton Hale, one of my fellow rogues. Hale, Horny Alf, what's up, brother? Yeah, he says they're guests now. Oh, there's guests, baby. There's guests. Don't you worry about it. Brutal Morningwood is in the house. The best name on YouTube. Thumbs have been properly brutalized. There's one of my Kazooians, Judas Goat Barbecue. Hail, evening from sweltering Dallas. Clone Geeky, Tep, congratulations on having your nose cast in the new Pinocchio movie. Oh, son of a bitch. I fucking love you guys. Manliness and motivation. Little known fact, they based the size of the Death Star on ETEP's nose. God damn it. It's 8 o'clock here and it's cooled off to 94 degrees. ETEP, put your nose to work and have it block the sun. Thank you, manliness and motivation. Hail, Keely Chow, the Fandom Menace Ultron. Hail, another one of my Kazooians and great friend of the channel, Angelus Draven. What's going on, brother? I saw Chris Fisk, another one of the horsemen up in here. Hang on. There's Godzillionaire, another Kazooian. Hail, brother. Hail, Chris Fisk, one of the horsemen from Monday night. Love it. Love seeing you in the chat, man. You're a joy to stream with, an absolute talented creator. But let me introduce you folks to my co-host with the most, my brother, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Tony ToneDef. You're muted, Tony.
Hello. Hello.
First day on the internet.
What's up, everybody? Great to be here. Happy hump day. The week goes by so quick. Looking forward to tonight. Looking forward to our guests. If you smell what the Rook is cooking.
Thank you, man. Thank you for being here. And yeah, let me bring our first guest in this evening, ladies and gentlemen. One of my brothers from the Fandom Collective, a great guy, talented kid. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you Jeff The Rookie Critic.
Let Ragnarok begin.
Ragnarok.
Yes, Ragnarok is a reckoning on this hot day across the world.
Would it be let's see, I'm thinking would it be Rookie Love and Thunder?
I don't want to associate with that movie at all. No thanks.
I don't think anybody does.
I really gets the power of Rook. It's like she doesn't even go by her name anymore. She's just the mighty Rookie Critic. It's good times.
Exactly. It's the Master Rookie. That's all it is. I'd love to confuse people.
Oh Jesus, it's good to have you, man. Like I said, me and Rook, we talked earlier on StreamYard, and it's good to have you back on the channel, my man. It's good.
It's good to be back. Glad to be back with the cool chat. What's up, everybody?
We're waiting on Nick from Echo Base will be here. He's got to do some work stuff, but he'll be here shortly. I spent time in here today setting up. There's toys everywhere now. I'll just do this. I'll just turn the camera here, and there's one setup right there.
Okay, so it's not 50 Shades Playroom; it's actual Playroom. Okay, cool.
No. There's actual toys.
Okay.
We do have a question, kind of along those lines for the quiz later. We'll save that for later on, though. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Trust me, it's all good.
Have you ever thought that way about Brie Larson? Right? No.
I can't say that I have. That is just that's disturbing. It's disturbing. It is disturbing. Disturbing, maybe.
Disturbing, yeah, totally.
Disturbing. That's I think that's a new word. You know, we gotta make up new words here. Occasionally it happens. Usually it's later on in the stream when I'm really, really inebriated. But since I haven't been doing that lately, I haven't made up as many words. Which I mean, you know, I feel less like John Madden that way. You know.
Yeah, it's dedonkulous.
Oh Jesus, help me! Here we go. We'll do. Let's see here. We'll do some. We'll kick off holy shit news. I think. We've got a good one tonight. Wait, let me ask this question. I know I have this slated for later in the night. I know Nick's answer is already yes because I don't know if he did the video or Coach did, but I saw there was they were doing a trailer reaction to Halloween Ends. Have either of you seen the trailer for that?
No. Or wait, maybe I did, but I didn't. Was that real?
Yeah,
there was like random camera sort of going around. I was just like, I don't know what. I just kind of turned off the phone or skipped the ad or whatever. It just seemed like they're just showing people in a house, kind of, but the camera was really awkwardly placed everywhere. I think they're showing Michael, but I fucking know.
Yeah, he kind of it was like a jump thing. Hail Tina Bojan, welcome, another channel member. Yeah, I got to go back to Godzillionaires. He says, disturbing. That's, there you go. I like that. I like that. Awesome. The echo's almost gone. You have some stuff set up in there. Yeah. Well, the green screen is like I'm like touching it right now. It's like right behind me. I had to move it up the way the shelves are set up. So, but yeah, we have some toys. There's still 4 boxes of just Star Wars figures back there. Yeah. When I get the room is complete and I have the new camera and the lapel mic, what I'm going to do is we'll do a virtual tour on a live stream, but I got to have the new camera because I want to have 2 cameras for that. So yeah, so we'll switch around the room when I get that going on. But yeah, for now, this is the way she is.
Beautiful.
Disturbing. That's a good one. That's me right there. Wait, Chris Fisk says Etonics. That's about it. How many Rose Tico figures? I do not own one Rose Tico figure. Instead of Sugarfoot, Bree has the Smeagol foot. Hail Judas Goat Barbecue, another channel.
You need to be surrounded by Ruby Rose, is all.
I've got Ruby in the palm of my hand.
But you need like times 50.
Yeah, some people have Rose Ticos. I have Ruby Roses. Oh shit! All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, I think we'll jump into it. Let's do some holy shit news. Here we go.
Holy shit!
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I don't know. Were you thinking, holy shit, a swordfish almost went through my head?
Holy shit!
Holy shit! And all the assholes want us to shit all over everything.
Holy shit! Where's the Tylenol?
Here we are over on the dailymail.com. I know it's a shithole. Hey Bryce, what's going on, man? What's going on, Bryce? Bryce Huzinski's in the chat, one of my students. So I'll try to keep it PG for a minute or two. A bouquet of ruby roses, says Godzillionaire. God damn it. So shut up, bitch. Toddler swings at Minnesota cops executing a murder warrant in lawless St. Paul, where crime has soared since the killing of none other than my favorite felon. Well, I should say late felon. The great one. St. Floyd of fentanyl, baby. It's me. This son of a bitch. So we've got this toddler swinging at the police. Is that parenting done right or what? But the footage was recorded last week while police were at a home to serve a search warrant in the hunt for a murder suspect, according to the local news outlet Alpha News. The 30-second clip shows an unnamed boy standing in the street in his underwear, barefoot, screaming, "Shut up, bitch," at a black police officer and telling him to shut the fuck up. Let's watch.
He's just copying his dad.
Right? Here, we'll watch this. We'll put this on. Oh, god damn it.
I lovely ad hammocks for all.
This is a nice prelude to you know, going into a story about a fucking toddler telling the police
peaceful hammock by the beach, like your normal house is, you know, your backyard.
They show 2 white people, and then we're gonna go in and see this.
This is all white people are in our lives. We just have hammocks.
Look at this shit.
It's ugly shoes.
He's told you got some ugly ass shoes. Oh hell no!
Ooh, the punch. Ooh.
Yeah, is it me or are those didn't do nothings are showing ass a little early in life now? I mean seriously. This month.
The
Go ahead,
one
Tony.
was
Sorry.
talking about something about seeing them in a frying pan. Like they're getting that from the parents, and
Yep.
like congratulations on setting your kids up for success. Like,
Yeah. You know, and I can say this as somebody who, works with kids. This is fucking sad. Like I can make
never
jokes
has
about
a
this.
chance.
No.
Never has a
No.
chance.
No. I mean this is oof. How bad is it? Hail Nelson the gentleman. He says this shite is just sad. Hail everybody. Hail Nelson. Good to see you, my brother. Brutal Morning Wood, sponsored by Shut Up Bitch Hammocks.
And what?
Yeah, Godzillionaire says he's not copying his dad. He hasn't seen his dad in years.
Yeah. Clarence Thomas ain't out there swinging at cops saying "shut up, bitch."
Yep.
Thomas Sowell ain't. Candace Owens ain't. So it's not a skin color thing to all those who'd like to jump off with the racist card. It's not.
Yep.
So what sound is this in again?
This culture is fucking disgusting, and I'm pretty sure most people even in that neighborhood don't fucking appreciate it. I mean, you want the cops there. Nobody wants to be profiled. I've been profiled by the police before. Yep. I've been cuffed outside of my own home with a cop telling me that my car that I had owned for 6 years was stolen. So
yeah.
But I still want some cops to call if some shit goes down.
Yeah, it's like I've been robbed at gunpoint. Cops are your friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking,
this is.
It
is. It's fucking sad. Yeah, these are St. Paul police officers. Yeah. Judas said, "Look, he's just upset. He's in his underwear and he's got 3 kids to feed." I mean, this is. This is just this is sad. It is. It's really, really sad.
The oldest, you gotta.
Now watch how he's gonna talk to his teachers in school in a couple years, and they're gonna constantly get in trouble, and then the parents are gonna say it's because of racism when it's how you raised your fucking child. Like, you're supposed to be instilling values in that kid and setting them up to have a good life. Like, that's got to be some sort of neglect.
I mean, that's the thing too. We see that in a lot of, if we want to point to other, like, there's a lot of white kids or like parents that like won't discipline their kids when they do something wrong. So it's like when they're at school, they act up big time and cause a lot of problems. So it's really just a parenting thing in general of teaching them like respect or how to behave in public and whatever. It's like that kind of thing seems to be taught less and less. I feel like they expect the TV. You know how people 20 years ago would say like, the TV. Like they were afraid that the TV is teaching their kids at the time. Back then, I don't think it did. But now, because you have so many devices in your hand and at home and wherever, like that's getting your attention, like your kids' attention most of the time. In a way, they are kind of raising your kids in some way, shape, or form. Maybe not to the full effect that they go to the extreme, but it's like a little bit of influences here and there for how many years? I don't know.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's the problem though. Is between letting the the TV or the device raise your kids, these parents think that it's okay for the school system to raise their kids. Well, that's their job. That's their job. It's the school's job to teach them and raise them. It's like, no, it's your job to teach your children and raise them. It's the school's job to facilitate their ability to learn. That's their job. You teach them, they facilitate the ability. But parents are, there's a generation of parents that are absolutely lazy and don't want to do that job. They don't want to take that on. And that's why I saw Chris say it earlier in the chat. Reproduction should be a privilege. You know what I mean? Like there's certain people, and this knows no.
You have a license.
race, color, nor creed. And I say this is somebody who's not in favor of any kind of government control whatsoever.
Yeah.
But my God, I mean,
if we could have a society that functions well enough where the government's fair in its own way, I agree. Like where it would be, this is kind of my argument when it went to the abortion stuff, was like if it was more enforced about if you get pregnant, this is like a serious thing that you can't just simply squat the baby. If there was something horribly wrong that happened to you and whatever, maybe there's room for argument, or if your health is at risk at a certain age that's killing you, or I don't know, rare cases like that, something like that, maybe those can be argued for an abortion type of thing, but they'd be encouraged to not just boink all the time and before they're ready to understand what it means if you get pregnant, or same with the guys, that if you knock a chick up, it's probably more difficult for the guys to understand because we don't like go through the experience of growing a baby. So it's like, I don't know, whatever. Right. That's kind of our mentality. I don't know. It's like the societies that they say that they want. I would usually, when I was a kid, be like, that's kind of dumb. But I think it was because the way they wanted it was kind of weird. But if it can be implemented or taught in a decent way or something, maybe, stuff like that. And I wish that more skills were taught at schools. I feel like a lot of people come out of high school and they don't learn much, and then they have to go to college to pay to learn things. And it's like, man, I really wish that there was more skills in high school.
College is just teaching you about gender, and all public schools do is teach compliance and produce professional test takers.
Well, I feel like that all depends on what classes you take. Like I went to college, and as far as I could tell, there was no pushing of the stuff, but I took like math courses and stuff. So it wasn't like, gender studies math edition or something. So depends on the fields and classes people choose to take, I suppose.
Yeah, but they are starting to practice critical race praxis, which is stuff like they can officially say, well, we're not teaching critical race theory. But then you go to look at your math question, and it's, Tom was pulled over by 5 police in the past 5 years, but Jerome was pulled over by 20. And
I feel like that would just be stuff to laugh at if that's how it's worded. Honestly, you'd be like, "Hey, Jerome and Tyrone are in our math homework." That's funny.
But when you're younger, even when you're like just a freshman in college, that kind of stuff, and they'll teach critical race theory in colleges, but in public schools and stuff, they pull the praxis shit. There's a lot of impressionable minds, and I don't know.
I feel like it's the context, perhaps, honestly.
It'd be up to the parents to teach their children 90% of what they know, but they can't because they're so busy working. So my thing is when it comes to school and like teaching, I feel like some of the stuff, I think I learned more valuable stuff in like elementary school. Like when I grew up anyway, like, of like interacting with people and doing projects, teamwork, whatever type of stuff, finishing projects. So it's science, all these type of things. I learned more of that in elementary school. But then when it came to high school, I don't know, you just kind of hang around, and it's like we are doing classes and going over science, history, math, and English and stuff. But it's like just the basics of it, I guess. And it's like there wasn't much in depth or like any skill. My parents would say like, yeah, they used to have rifle range in school or archery, or you'd have to take a baking or a wood shop or some type of class or something that, like a life skill in some type of way where it's like you're going to need to apply this at some point. I really wish there was more like life skill things that you will have to do at some point, and like everybody should learn like at least a quarter or semester of cooking, like basic stuff, like especially if a lot of people are going to be poor in a poor neighborhood. It's like, how can you what type of foods can you buy that are the best that you could still make some food, stuff like that. But it's like, no, don't teach things like that, then they'll utilize it well.
We had home ec when I was in 7th grade. And hang on, I'll get to your story problem in a minute, Godzillionaire. I want to bring in our 4th member of the panel, ladies and gentlemen, one half of the team at Echo Base Network. Here is Nick Glenn. Welcome back, brother.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Just got finished up with work, and here I am. Glad to be here.
Oh, It is. It's good to have you as always, man. Good to have you.
Hate I'm late. Weekdays are just
It's all good.
all over the place for me, man.
No, it's all good. I know you're busy. You guys are doing a lot at your channel, and you're busy with work. So I appreciate you taking the time to come hang out with us this evening, man. I do.
I got to get on Rookie's channel next time he goes live on a Thursday night too.
Yep, we're trying to plan that out at some point here, but that's all good, man. Good seeing you, Nickaroony.
Yep, this Thursday would have actually been good because I'm actually free tomorrow night. But
maybe we can do that. Maybe.
But if not, I think I'm pretty much free for like the next 2 weeks. So
okay, sweet. Let's work something out.
Yeah,
sweet.
Nice. Let's see, making connect. I was setting up all my. It's funny. Speaking of Echo Base, I was setting up all my Hoth stuff today, Nick.
Man,
I'm unpacking finally.
Oh, you got moved into the new place?
Oh yeah, we've been here for a little over a month, so it's
okay.
Now
you liking it?
Oh, dude, it's guys.
He's upgrading.
Oh, yeah. We went. I'll tell you some of the more of the details off air. It's the basement. Put it this way: I built my office is 11 by 17. I've got twice that space for my weight room, and then a lounge and storage just in the basement.
Oh,
so
nice.
I'm working on that. I got I've got so many figures to unpack back here, and I'm still finishing some of the construction stuff in here, but I'm like, nope, everything's coming in now. It's time, because I go back to producing videos next week. So yeah, there's going to be, I'm going to be home, left to my own devices from Thursday this week until like Friday of next week. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to be working a lot. So yeah, you guys are going to get a lot of content, the normal live streams. Yeah, we're doing it all. We're doing it.
Yeah,
all.
Coach and I just started putting a lot of more time in our second channel, and we rebranded our second channel to Echo Base Entertainment, where we cover everything else other than Star Wars over there.
Okay.
And
nice.
So we've been doing a lot of work over there on that channel, and plus the Echo Base Network channel, and then plus my regular job and personal life. It's just like, man. It's nonstop for me.
Good.
Yeah, dude. Time goes. Especially when you're that busy. Dude. Yeah, I know.
It's going to be busy now, so that hopefully we're not as busy later.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Clone Geek wants to start a religion based off this as a tenet. Let's call it e-topology. I'm good with that. But
do
then
that, pray to the Almighty, e-teparoonie.
He said something. Oh, right here. See, he says though Brie Larson's feet will be the devil. She has cloven hooves. I mean, Jesus, it's scary enough as it is. Let's get over to our second story. But this one is kind of funny because, well, let's be honest, it has to do with, and not the fun Transformers either. New Jersey transgender woman. Transferred from women's only prison after impregnating 2 inmates, reports say. And this was in New Jersey. There's no word whether it was behind a pizza parlor dumpster, and the sounds being heard from back there were bull. I'm not sure. We'll have to check with our reporter on the scene later on. But for right now, this female, quote unquote, I'm going to use air quotes, female inmate impregnated 2 other females. Unless these are dinosaurs from Jurassic Park or Jurassic World. I guess I have to say, life finds a way. And hey, look, it's Heckle and Jekyll. But yeah, so a transformer incarcerated at a women's-only prison in New Jersey has been moved to another facility after impregnating 2 female inmates earlier this year, according to a local report. Demi Minor, 27, was transferred last month from Edna Mahan Correctional Facility in Clinton to Garden State Youth Correctional Facility, a prison for young adult offenders. Okay, 27 is not a young adult. That's an adult.
A full adult, yes.
Yeah.
21 is a young adult.
Serving a 30-year sentence for manslaughter, currently is the only woman incarcerated at the facility and was placed in a vulnerable unit.
Manslaughter?
It's not a woman.
Not translaughter?
He couldn't comment on minors for their housing situation. I want to see, did they have the picture this transformer. Nope, they don't. Damn it.
So there's no transforming noises we can apply to it. Zoom, transform, impregnation, activation.
What? Okay, I have so many questions here. What the actual fuck? First of all, I mean, I understand the society wants to validate mental illness and delusion and all, but I mean, when shit like this happens, I mean, doesn't it just like I don't know?
Like,
it's like
I imagine that a high percentage of like actual like trans women or something don't like rape the women inmates or nothing, but it's like, you know, the percentage that does, there should be some I don't know, some type of concern with that, a vetting process maybe.
Yeah, really.
Seriously, this music just plays in the background as they're like, hey, look, I know this guy's a biological male. He's pretending to be a female. Let's put him in with the women. What's the worst that could happen?
He's only been a woman for about 3 weeks. His name is Taiwan.
Right. Yeah, he got arrested at a drag show, beating up some of the heftier contestants. Wait, was it Ezra Miller? I mean, because let's be honest, Ezra Miller only picks on fat women and you know, and women in general. So I mean, what, you know, I don't know. This is
possibly. But will they be caught?
Will they them be caught? Speaking of they them, that movie comes out this weekend. Or no. It's August 5th that drops. I think it is.
The they/them or
yeah.
Okay.
I'm reviewing that, and I'm reviewing that other dumpster fire that drops that weekend. The Predator one.
Oh yeah. I feel like they/them is at least a clever name because it's they/them. You know, it's like it's like derp. That's a funny name because that's what that means. But it's also our times where it's crazy. So there you go. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe it'll have like 7 sequels.
Yeah, Kevin Bacon's in it.
Will he slash them?
Probably. I think he's playing
slash them.
It's a conversion camp. I think he's playing Mike Pence, so they'll probably. I mean, never mind. What up, Carl? Welcome, man. Welcome. Let's see what else we got here. All right, so story. Ellen Page looks like Jim Carrey. Yeah, thank you for using her real name too. I'm like, I'm gonna try with my other account and see if that'll get me kicked off Twitter. Am I important enough to get kicked off Twitter for calling her by her quote unquote dead name, which I find that term hilarious. What would a holy shit news be on Wednesday night without a trip over to the Smoking Gun and down to Florida? Florida man 37 arrested after calling 911 about Sour Patch Kids candy. Does anybody else in the panel eat Sour Patch Kids, or is it just me?
I love them. I get them when I go to the theater all the time.
I'm surprisingly not that much of a huge candy guy, so no.
I'm not a huge candy guy either, but I love some Sour Patch Kids.
That's my go-to at the theater. Every time I go to the movies, I have to get a box of those.
Same here.
I like only 4 candies, like Smarties, Kit Kats, Nestle Crunch, M&Ms. I'm running out here. I don't know.
Kit Kat and Nestle Crunch is good. I like Rolos.
Oh, Rolos are the shit.
Whoppers.
I guess licorice, if that counts, yeah.
Red Vine or Twizzler?
Red Vine.
Oh, I'm a Twizzler guy.
Hey, ETEP, have you ever had the Jolly Rancher Bites?
Oh, yes.
Oh, God, they're so good. Oh,
my kid got some for Halloween, and I was like, I hadn't had a Jolly Rancher in probably like 30 years, and I'm like, I have one of those little bites. I'm like, oh my God, these are fucking, these are amazing. I'm getting a lot. Junior mints are good too, especially if you're a Seinfeld fan. Anybody get that reference? Probably not. Rugo says, what up, Rugo? Betty says Red Vines. Lifesaver gummies. Those are all right too.
That's my shit, Judas Go.
Lifesaver gummies are good. Yes. I like Reese's Pieces, peanut butter M&Ms, Sour Patch Kids are my go-to at the movie theater. As far as candy bars go, Milky Way and Mounds. Milky Way and Mounds. Those are my. I used to eat Skittles, but apparently now Skittles are not edible, so I'm not eating Skittles anymore.
Dude, they made Skittles in like a nasty drink. Same with Starburst.
Oh,
It's like a drink. Like it's like a canned drink. Is that my grocery store? I'm like by the chip section. I'm like, what?
Who wants some diabetes in a can? So a heavily intoxicated. I want to lose a foot. A heavily intoxicated Florida man was arrested Saturday night for calling 911 to report his girlfriend wished to eat Sour Patch Kids, according to police.
Her wish to eat Sour Patch Kids, like she had a genie in a bottle or something, and tried to grant the wish, but he's like, nah, fuck that.
I don't know what he's got against genies. If he does, he's racist because Will Smith's a genie, and Will Smith will probably show up and smack him when he grants his wish and say, keep my bald-headed ass wife's name out your mouth, even though she banged one of our son's
Keep my
friends.
Sour Patch Kids out your fucking mouth.
He smacks the shit. All right. So an arrest affidavit does not reveal why Joshua Larson, 37, allegedly phoned the police number at 11:45 p.m. with the candy dispatch. Here's this guy looks like doesn't he look like he'd do something Benoit-esque? Like, I wonder if this guy's got like CTE.
Yeah, that dude's just meth the fuck out.
That's a meth you. His wife, I guarantee you, or girlfriend is probably a methany.
He looks like the character in a show that dies first, kind of. It's like, yeah, I'm the guy. Yes. Okay, kill. Nobody cares. We'll be fine.
Yeah,
we'll be fine.
Let's see. When asked about the call by a sheriff's deputy, Larson smiled and walked away from the cops outside his residence in Madeira Beach, a city 10 miles from St. Petersburg. Seen above, Larson allegedly struggled with deputies as they sought to place him in handcuffs. An electronic control weapon was eventually used to take Larson into custody, according to the affidavit. So they tased
collar.
him.
I gotcha.
Charged with misuse of 911 system and obstruction, Larson was booked into the county jail, from which he was freed yesterday afternoon on his own recognizance. As part of his release conditions, Larson has been ordered by the judge not to consume alcohol and has been outfitted with a alcohol monitoring device. Oh, those are fun.
What's an alcohol monitoring device? Is that like the breathing thing, or?
Yeah, you got to blow into it.
Yep.
Like you have 12 hours or something, you got to blow into it or something?
Yeah, well, some people have them put in their cars. I remember doing an oil change for this. He was an attorney when I was working at a Quick Lube, and it was a small town. So I was like, what the? I went to my boss. I'm like, I don't know how to start this guy's van. He come over laughing. He goes, Carl. He's like, come on over here. He goes, Pete needs to start your van. Get in there and blow. And I'm like, what? And he goes, yeah. He goes, DUI. I'm like, did you defend yourself in court? Like, Jesus.
Here, can you come help me start my car? Why? I just need you to blow for me.
Yeah. I was like, I ain't blowing any. I'm not blowing anything. No, I ain't starting your car. No.
It's clean, I swear.
Nah, we're good. So he was arrested in November for allegedly shoving his girlfriend and knocking her phone from her hand during an altercation in their Clearwater apartment. Prosecutors subsequently declined to pursue a misdemeanor domestic battery count against Larson. It's unclear whether the alleged victim in the 2021 case is the same woman who sought to consume the Sour Patch Kids candy. This guy looks like he's. It doesn't take much to set him off.
He's like, when I say everyone has an Eddie Kingston in their life.
Eddie Kingston.
Yeah. Like, he probably went to school with him. Like,
accurate as fuck.
Yeah.
Accurate as fuck, bro.
On the indies, like.
Eddie Kingston is an abomination to everything professional wrestling. And I've worked on some indie shows with some guys who should not be in a ring. Speaking of indie shows, before we jump into our next topic, September 2nd, I'll be in West Branch, Michigan for the debut of Super Shogun Pro Wrestling. Yours truly will be the master ceremonies and doing color commentary. for the evening, and I'll also be live streaming my intro and entrance at the very beginning of the show right here. 6:30 p.m. Eastern is, I'm sorry, 7 p.m. Eastern showtime. So the Saturday night's main event that night is going to be, because we're going to do it. It's going to be a late night show. After I go work the wrestling show. Yep, Pete Daddy Dollar will be back. He's making a comeback. They asked me to wrestle. I said no. He said, okay, ring announce and do commentary. I'm like, I can do that. I'll do that.
Hell yeah.
Yep. So and when I get back in ring shape, there will be at least I'm gonna. Much
Yes,
to
our
the chagrin
boy.
of my wife, I'm gonna try to make one more run and at least have a couple matches before I fully hang the boots up for good. But yeah, so I'm excited about that. That's September 2nd in West Branch, Michigan. I'll be over there. So that was holy shit news. We had Nick didn't see. You didn't get to see the first story, so we're going to. We're gonna go back to that for a second here.
Yeah, it's about great hammocks for white couples and everything next to the beach.
Yeah.
That's in your backyard pretty much and everything.
Wow.
It's all perfect.
Yeah, here
Until we
go.
get to the video.
Let's pop over here. This is toddler swings at a Minneapolis or St. Paul police officer and told him to shut up, bitch. That's literally what he said. We'll just go down to. Yeah, we'll go down to the video here. We'll have to sit through.
Oh, it's not the hammock one. What?
You know what?
Stop liberal indoctrination. Okay.
Yeah, but she's hot and she's from my state. Let's see.
Oh yeah, that's
your local ad. Okay.
Yep.
She's the one that's running for governor.
I think so.
She running for Juicy Booty number 1 or 2.
She's not Juicy Latina Booty. Check this out.
It's fucking.
It's like, man, your shoe's ugly.
Yeah, tells him he's got ugly shoes.
Does suck. That makes me mad. I want to drink that. Oh, never mind. It's all cool. It's like piss anyway.
Look at this shit.
Only I was taller. Hit your face. Look at that booty. Oh, nope. Never mind. My bad.
Yeah, that's
and what they do? They issued
The audio wasn't playing on that few minutes.
It wasn't?
No.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I didn't hear any audio.
Oh, he was telling the cop to shut up, bitch. He dropped F-bombs on him. Police were there serving a warrant for a murder suspect. And the kids were out there in the street, throwing obscenities at the police officers and hitting them, telling them they had ugly shoes and shit. Yeah, Rough Girl got it right. Those are Bebe's kids. We don't die, we multiply. We Bebe kids.
Bebe.
Yeah, that's inmate. That's in St. Paul, Minnesota. That's future inmate number 4567324, right there. Honestly, you hate to say it, but I mean that was the first story we did for Holy Shit News. Was that one?
Kids these days, man.
It's like where are they learning that? Where would they learn something like that? You wonder, right?
Obviously, it's got to be that dinosaur,
Yeah, it's
Barney's
Barney's
fault.
Barney.
Barney.
Yeah, like
burn Barney. Hashtag burn Barney.
Officer, we'll be seeing you in about 7 years, kid.
I like someone who in the chat was like, the kid's raising his family on his own.
Yeah, the cops are sitting there. Just look at the little kids. Little shits. Tina, I'd be issuing that little shit his own violation for battery. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Future trans mate. Chris Fisk, that's a strong argument for pro-choice. Nelson, let the toddler throwing contest at St. Paul begin. That's the hood. Thank you, Steven. Rugo tapping out for night. Be safe. Have a great night, Rugo. Thank you for joining us. Judas Goat says, Lord of the Flies without the island. Got crack in his diaper selling. Yeah, it's like that. Remember that Dave Chappelle skit where he's like, the baby was on the corner selling crack.
Yeah, by himself.
That was an old ass Chappelle skit, but that shit was funny.
Oh yeah.
God damn. All right, so before we get into our main topic for the evening, we got to take a moment and pause to, give proper recognition to one of our sponsors here on the show. So, we'll be back in 58 seconds. Here's one of our sponsors.
I remember my old country home, clean fresh air and flowers growing in the field, along the path beside our swimming hole. Mama hollering through the screen, Lieutenant Dan ice cream. That was such a simpler time and place. Lieutenant Dan's taste like the good old days. Lieutenant Dan's half the man ice cream. Half the calories for half the man. But if you want the full flavor of ice cream and all the calories, try Lieutenant Dan's Magic Legs ice cream. In your stores right now. Lieutenant Dan's ice cream is a proud sponsor of Tepwakuid's The Place to Be Reviews.
There we go. That's,
beautiful.
Lieutenant Dan's ice cream. Thank you for that, Normie. Author Stephen Walton with a cup of coffee. $4 super sticker. Thank you, channel member author Stephen Walton. My rogue brethren hail. So for a $4 super sticker, let's see what we got here. Well, let's see. Let's do some Chuck Norris tonight. We'll do some Chuck Norris. Thank you, author Stephen Walton, channel member Kazooian, for your $4 super sticker. Nothing better than Chuck Norris kicking some ass, is there? Really? I mean, Chuck's whooping ass. All right, let's do our main event topic now, ladies and gentlemen. All right, here we are, bounding into comics. We had to talk about this. Not Kryborg. New report indicates bots and Zack Snyder indicts bots and Zack Snyder for manipulating the campaign to get his Justice League cut released. Snyder and Ray Fisher respond. What is everybody's thoughts on this? First, I'll go down. Tony, what do you think about this, man?
So I think Rolling Stone isn't really a source. But other than that, it kind of doesn't. None of this matters to me. Like, I don't hate the Snyderverse. I don't not hate it. It has its ups and it has its downs. But I know Ray Fisher's kind of a douchebag. But other than that, like, it just.
And Ezra Miller.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it just, I don't know. I think it was a little weird for most of the DC movies, and I enjoyed, I watched Batman versus Superman, the extended edition or whatever. I enjoyed that. It made more sense to me watching it like that, but I'm so over Hollywood. I just don't care. I think half the internet is bots anyway. But still, Rolling Stone ain't much of a source,
Yeah. I'm kind of with you there. Rolling Stone has never been balanced at all. They've always been just garbage to me, just garbage. What say you, Nick?
Whoops, might help if I unmute my mic. I'm kind of in the same boat as Tony on this. I mean, it's Rolling Stone, and I mean, bots and Zack Snyder for manipulating campaign to get his Justice League. I mean, I don't see Warner Brothers doing anything else with the Snyderverse at all. I don't think it's going to happen. I think that ship has sailed, and they have already moved on. And that's kind of my thoughts on it.
Yeah, I'm kind of there, about the same way. What do you say, Rook?
Well, as a certified Russian bot for the last 6 years, I'd say they're about 6 years too late to, start introducing this in there. All bots in the chat, hashtag bot pride, I would say, bot power, whatever, either one. Yeah, I don't know. Snyderverse, I think, sucks entirely. I can't really think about what aspects of it are exactly good at the top of my head, other than maybe some of the actors a little bit. I don't know. The whole Snyderverse, it sounded like a neat idea with like a fan-based movement pushing for it to be made and whatever, but I don't fucking know. It just seems like it was a waste of time in my opinion. Now looking back, didn't really accomplish much in the overall run of it, and it was just a way for Zach to get more, I guess, ego to his head. I don't know. It just seems like I'd rather move past it entirely because it's just, I don't know, with DC stuff, I never paid attention as much or cared, but ever since they started to try to be a connected universe, they've been worse for it, I think. Like, the movies that they make that are just their own are usually decent-ish. Even if they're bad, they're fun to make fun of, but the ones that are in the Snyderverse are, like, not even that fun to make fun of. It's just, they're there.
Yeah.
So as far as the Rolling Stone thing, I don't even know. Just whatever. It seems like old news. I don't know. It's just random to pull up. Like, hey, Marvel might have lice in their beds. Okay, and bots. Not. All right. Wait, what?
It's always all about the bots. Yeah, we've all been bots for like the last 4 or 5 years, 6 years now almost.
Yep.
It is. It's freaking. It's sad. It's sad. Hail, lovely Sherry, baby. There you go. There's your Frankie Valley for the evening, Sherry. Thank you for joining us, Miss. Appreciate it.
Hey, Sherry.
Who else? I want to. See, Brutal Morningwood says bot lives matter. Hashtag bot lives matter. Get that trend.
Bot power.
Nelson the Gentleman, the Snyder Cut in a nutshell. Hey guys, let's take a poorly written movie, make it longer, more boring, tone deaf, and add even more plot holes. I liked it. Like I compared to the Whedon cut, I thought 4 hours was way excessive. I liked some things like what they have, what's his name, Hercules or whatever. At the beginning, that was like the scene at the beginning. Seeing the Green Lantern was kind of cool. Seeing the Martian Manhunter was kind of cool. But yeah, all the slow motion shit, I could have done without it. That was, to me, it was excessive. It was pretty much Zack Snyder's auteur tendencies, and yeah, I like Man of Steel because I like Henry Cavill.
Yeah,
same. That's not really a Superman. I don't know. I have trouble with that. I like Ben Affleck as Batman, even though I know Ben Affleck's kind of a scumbag. Well, he is a scumbag, but I like him as Batman. I didn't think Batman vs Superman was great. I do own the Ultimate. I bought it from Family Video when they were shutting down. I bought the Blu-ray. I don't think you should have to watch a super extended version of a movie, you know, that's to be, oh, well, it makes sense now. No, I want to be able to watch a regular version of the movie and have it make sense. That's called good writing.
It actually made it worse with the extended, to me anyway, like with plot things. And you look at why movies are usually an hour and a half, 2 hours long, and they like extend the extended version here. Most movies are technically, you have hours and hours and hours of footage recorded all the time, and it's like you could technically make a 4-hour movie out of anything, but it's like you condense it because a lot of it is stuff that is not the most substantive information or important, or like that's. And then they include deleted scenes in DVDs because they think those are like, you know, the B level stuff. Like it could have been important, but we need to fit certain things. We would love to keep it in, but we couldn't. And then the rest is just footage that you maybe find later or never again because it's on the floor now. That's what you do with most films. So it's really dumb how he's like, oh, Mike Snyder cut 4 hours. It's great. No. No.
Right?
It makes it worse because you look at scenes where he added scenes where they're just walking more on stairs and stuff, and like walking the guy who's going to bomb the street with Wonder Woman or whatever. It's like just more pointlessness to it. It's just like, you know, this isn't building anything. It's just walking more and just more slow-mo that doesn't add, like, it's not even slow-mo on parts where it would be important to have slow-mo. It's like close a car door, eat a sandwich. Like, it's not the soundtrack. Jesus Christ. I'm critiquing the Snyder Cut now. Never mind. Stop me. Let's just
No, you're absolutely fine. Don't like a turd in your bed. You're a Russian bot.
Yep. Got it.
You know, I long for the days when we could talk about stuff like this.
Me too, brother.
Thank you
Me
for
too.
that, Tony, by the way. Thank you for that gift. There's Grace Randolph crying over Heimdall dying first will never not be funny.
Technically, he died after half of his people were killed, but we know, whatever. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, you know, Grace, you can't do that because representation is the most important thing to Grace. That, you know, that and chivalry. But seriously, Grace, I'll knock that eye straight, girl. Holler at your boy. She won't have that preemptive Forrest Whitaker eye anymore. I can straighten that out for her.
She's playing hard to get with you, ETEP. Just wait.
I know she is. It'll happen. Yeah, my luck. It'll be like, never mind. I made that joke Monday night.
You'll rise above. You'll rise above her. The scale will shift, type of thing.
I'll just hook up with one of those hot ASMR chicks.
Oh yeah.
As my wife
I need a
comes in the back of the door
slow-mo
and
every
hits-
time Rookie eats a sandwich. Stephen Walton.
See, is damn it, Steven.
But you
Just
see,
the one eye.
that'd be pleasing to people compared to the Snyder Cut. So
Glinzer, at least Thanos didn't give Heimdall a knee to the neck. You know, I took that personally, baby. That wasn't funny. I got my breathe right neck strips now. You can't stop me, Derek Chauvin. Damn it, George. Damn it, George. Wait, don't forget about them adding a scene with my person Ezra Miller touching the wiener and saving the cute mix lady. We needed that wiener touch. Well, that was Ezra. That was that. Was. I guarantee you, Ezra wrote that scene. He's like, "Can we emphasize less on the girl and more on the hot dogs?"
I like food, but he's not even fat. That would have been funny if he was a fat speedster. Like, I made that as a skit that I never posted yet. Actually, I probably should soon. I made that last year. Actually, it's like the fat speedster. That'd be hilarious. That writes itself.
I don't see any issue with that.
He pants every few seconds because he can run really fast, but he's out of breath really fast too. So, you know.
That I like that concept. That's I'm surprised they haven't made a body positive speedster yet. You know, that's they have body. Was that one they did? Remember that one superhero they did the
There's like
Faith?
backpack. There's like backpack chick or something.
Oh, Trailblazer, Chevy Trailblazer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Her and was it Screen Time? You know, huffing Grandpa's old internet gas, Snowflake and Safe Space. I love Daniel Kibblesmith. I guess we're getting sidetracked on this, but Kibblesmith's explanation was they were just like any jocks you thought in high school. I'm like, where the fuck did you go to
What
high school?
high school is that?
Yeah, I mean, is that like Pat Patterson High in San Francisco?
Our jocks are just the queerest.
Our
jocks slay all the time and are so fierce.
And they say yes, queen. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, scrambles, flaming hot.
McQueen.
Oh God, how dare you talk about Reva like that? I couldn't do it. I couldn't make it to the end of that show, Nick. I couldn't do it.
Oh God, man.
It's funny as fuck.
I couldn't.
Oh,
I gave
Flip
up.
and I thought we heard a fart noise in the middle of one of Anakin's lines. He's like, you didn't kill Anakin. I did. But it's like, apparently that's supposed to be his voice module thing going all stupid, but it sounded like a fart if you listen close. So I thought we laughed.
Oh God. Yeah, I was done. I was done with it. I'm like, I can't. Yeah. When's Kibblesmith graduated from Homo High? Well, I mean, I'm just saying. When Daniel Kibblesmith was when they paged him to the office, when they were calling him to the office in school, it sounded like this. God forgive me.
Paging Dr. Faggot! Dr. Faggot!
I should go.
That's a good idea, Dr. Faggot.
That was him going to the office in high school. He was on that show. Was it $1 Million Matchmaker? And I remember when the chick kissed him because he almost threw up. It was fucking hilarious. It's like, oh yeah, he's completely straight. This guy's like Giga Chad straight, right?
That sounds like the Miss Chokes on Dick thing, but like they'd have to call her other things. Miss Chokes on Rocks.
So Snyder bots. I mean, here's the Snyder bat. I had my own issues with this. Like, I mean, I understand it's a different bat suit because you're fucking fighting Superman. But
why'd you say this?
I don't know. I find this whole thing. These two, Ray Fisher ruined his career, and Ezra Miller is garbage. Yeah, the Snyder cut thing here with Cyborg. I'm like, of all the characters they expanded upon, like Cyborg was like, I don't care. Ezra hated doing this scene. He hated that. He's like, ooh, a girl. I'm gonna get cooties.
Mm-hmm. Okay, choker.
Yeah, is it all right if I put my hands around her neck? Ray Fisher has ever declined comment to Rolling Stone. Yeah. Here's excerpt from the Rolling Stone. Yeah, I just, like Tony said earlier, Rolling Stone is a source of information. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like calling a piece of paper a solid rock.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is. I find the entire argument just to be disingenuous. I really do. I don't want to really read through the article. I'm not going to do that. I just think the whole thing. Can we stop with the bots, please? Like, what?
It's always the bots' fault.
Yeah, clearly they weren't on Twitter, where the fans of it were everywhere for all times, all day. Like people that were arguing, those were people.
Yeah. They were literally. Yeah. The bots. Oh, the bots hated The Last Jedi. Bots hated. Captain Marvel, bots were the Eternals, bots for, was that Shang, It Burns When I Pee. I mean, just stop, Russian bots fixed the election. They influenced the fucking voting base in 2016. No, they didn't. This whole thing it's ridiculous, and it all bleeds together, and it's nothing but a big old pain in the ass now, because we can't even just watch a movie anymore. Do you remember how enjoyable it was to just watch a movie? I got to do that because I went to see fucking Minions Rise of Gru, Minions 2. That was the most fun I've had at a theater since I went to see, what was it, Sonic 2, I think. Minions was great. The wife and I took the kid, and she had taken him to see Doctor Strange. She's like, oh, do you want to go? I'm like, no. No. I'm not.
You know, I hate the Minions, but I think I'd take Minions over a current Marvel movie.
Oh, dude, Minions was fucking great. It was so fun. I like those movies though. I watch those. Like if I'm just sitting there watching TV and one comes on, I'll sit there and watch it. I don't care. It's fucking.
I guess I just hate the garble speak, like ever since they did that in like the Santa Claus 2 with like the reindeer, it's like I'm like cringe. My body cringed as a kid. I was like, no, don't do those noises. Stop.
Well, it's funny because like the main three in this movie, they all learned like karate. They had to save Gru because he got kidnapped. Oh, it was fucking great. It was,
okay, I could see that. I could see them being fun. Illumination doesn't always have the best things all the time, but they do have some good ones here and there that are good fun for the family.
Yeah, this one was definitely it was funny. It really was. Minions is more. They are more coherent than Kamala Harris. They really are, Glinzer. There's no mistake in that. Damn, that is So the bot situation. I mean, is there anything now that hasn't been infected by bots across the board?
Ukraine? No, just kidding.
Well, you know. That's a different. I wouldn't say those are bots. I'd say those are crotch crickets from Hunter Biden, but that's another story altogether. That's,
I don't know. Have bots infiltrated the Eternals? I don't think anybody saw that movie.
No, nobody cared. Even if the bots did, nobody cared.
I feel like the woker the movie, the less the bots, because they don't get enough box office for it. So it's like, where'd all the money go? Or where'd all the people? Where'd all your fans?
And I like how, you know, when these movies, like Thor is tanking at the box office, which is hilarious. Nobody in the panel saw that, did they?
I saw Thor because I was on vacation, and I'm like, well, there's nothing else to see at the moment, so okay. And I regret it because it's like I've actually made a few videos that I'll post soon because I'm like, and it's made me watch Thor 1, 2, and 3 again. And it's like people always shat on Thor 2, which it's still not a great film, of course. But it's like there are scenes where they're acting and being serious and there's not a joke interrupting. And there's like character development and building. And it's like fine. And it doesn't look like ass on the screen. Like the effects, they took care with the effects. The villain was very bland as fuck. Jane and the human stuff's kind of a little boring in that one. They didn't really know what they're doing in that one, it seemed. But other than that, for the most part, it was all right. And Thor as a character was like growing in that one as a character to even Ragnarok. I felt like it was kind of fitting at that point for him to be a little more relaxed and more comedic-ish. But they still had scenes that were like serious or taken seriously. And when there's a little joke, it's like Doctor Strange teleports him to another room and he spills his drink a little. That's like the joke as to where in Thor Love and Thunder, they shove jokes in your face like whoever eats ass. I don't know. It's just it's like you don't need jokes like just every second shoved down your throat.
Nelson want to know if Nick and Tony passed out.
Nope, I'm here.
I ramble sometimes. Sorry, guys.
It's all good. It's all good,
fine.
man.
I didn't go see Thor: Love and Thunder. I skipped it.
Forbid you from saying it.
and I'm still trying to get through Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. I've tried watching it 3 times and I fall asleep every single time.
They're extremely unentertaining.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, I like the more serious Thor from like the first 2 movies. And now they just made him like a bumbling buffoon, like he's a joke.
He literally is like high or drunk at all times, and there's like he has no I have to seriously do something. It's always, oh look, my other hammer, I'm jealous of my hammer. Oh, that's my ex-girlfriend. Oh, I'm flying. Oh, my flying's dumb. Kids, you might all die. That's okay though. It's just like, fucking, what the fuck did you do to my boy? No.
Yeah. And the thing is, I liked Ragnarok, but I liked it as a one-off for Thor, like a break from the seriousness of the MCU and all that. And but just to keep harping and going in that direction, like I wanted to get back to the serious Thor.
Well, no, they did in like Infinity War, but that's why Ragnarok I thought was also fine. He like for once is like kind of he's dealing with all his experience, and he's kind of chill at this point. And you know, his dad just died, his sister's alive, his brother he thought was dead is alive. He's dealing with a lot of stuff at once. It's kind of getting thrown at him, and he's figuring himself out in that one. And there's comedic moments in that, and some of it is set up in there that they like go hardcore in Love and Thunder, but they're all like, again, they seem more natural or subtle. Like they're not as like, here's a fucking joke, here's another, eat this joke, you fuck. Like in the Ragnarok, it's more chill.
Yeah, see, I wasn't a big fan of Ragnarok.
Neither was I, but on rewatch, dude, it's better than I remember. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe there's so much shit that my meter is totally like in favor of stuff that wasn't that is just not as bad as what this is now. I don't know anymore.
I liked Carl Urban. You know what I mean? Like, especially after watching a few episodes of The Boys now. But damn, did they waste him in the MCU with that fucking role?
Yeah,
like,
no, I agree 100%, man. How do you waste that beautiful man as this like, I'm the executioner, I'm a little lackey to the hell on real quick, and then I'm gonna switch, and then I'll die, and well, whatever. Y'all forget about me more than the Warriors 3. Great.
Yeah, that was that. Go ahead, Tony. I'm sorry, I'll shut up.
No, I was just gonna say, I think Ragnarok is like Tom Cruise. Whereas a few years ago, yeah, it would have been bad, but Hollywood itself has moved so far over, it has gotten so bad that now Ragnarok's pretty good. You know, I mean, we're in a post-Eternals world here.
Well, I mean, like, just like genuinely, I could like point out really well done moments in the movie, like even like when he's about to battle Thor, or he's about to battle Hulk in the arena, like the way that scene's set up, like the humor in that comes from the characters, not from meta stuff necessarily. It's like, you know, when the Hulk grabs Thor and throws him around, you know, Loki's like, yeah, that's how it feels. It's like, well, yeah, like you've seen the Avengers and stuff, like that is funny, and that's a move that the Hulk does, and you see their interactions and it works. And like when Odin dies, it's like they don't tell one joke in that scene. There's not one fucking joke to interrupt that scene, and it's like taken seriously. And like when he's trying to get Valkyrie on his side, he is being serious, but like other people might not be as serious as him, but at least certain characters are trying to be serious. So it's like comedy is taken differently, at least when some characters are being for real. So I don't know, like nowadays it's all jokes, just jokes, and they're not funny.
No, that copy and paste Marvel type humor, it stopped being funny. You know, like the little quips and shit like that were all right at first, but after a while it just became like eye rolling, because Tony, and I think you and I have discussed this before, they'll be setting up a serious scene. You got your setup, and then here comes some stupid fucking quip and just lets the air out of the room.
Yeah, half your people just died. You failed all of your people. The other half are out on escape pods and shit. Your fucking brother's about to die. Your friend Heimdall's about to die. Thanos is given this great speech, and you're just, well, you talk too much, and just completely fuck the scene off. Like, look, I get that it's for families, but I'm talking about Thanos' beginning speech during Infinity War, the very beginning of the movie. You should be setting a serious tone right there. You know, and he didn't do anything too scary for kids or anything, but they just can't help themselves. They have to throw in that fucking trash humor.
I feel like I don't think that one was taken for a joke, though. I didn't take that as, this is a part where you guys should laugh.
No, I did.
I don't know. I didn't really take that as like, yes, this is a joke part. It was like I think he wants him to stop talking. I think it's more.
Maybe.
At that point, he got his ass kicked. He just lost his point. Like you said, you've lined up all these things that he's experienced, like, and he's so weak he can barely fight back at all. It's like, I don't know what he should say at that point. And then later in that movie, he does like break down. He breaks down in it. It's not like he's laughing about. He tries to sort of joke it, but he's talking to Rocket. You know, it's like a real moment. He's like, yeah, you know, he's like, oh, get a hammer and whatever. He's trying to play. He's a warrior. He's trying to, like, you know, act tough. But it's like, you know, Rocket's even like, yeah, it's better be some hammer, man. Like he knows it's not. He's not really just joking around. He's trying to deal with it. He's trying to put his efforts into killing Thanos rather than, just, you know, coping at the moment. He doesn't have time to cope. He's got to try to end Thanos before he can cause more destruction. And that's kind of how I took it. And so it wasn't like necessarily I don't think that fits with their classic Marvel humor that's in like a lot of the Spider-Man ones, which I think some of their humor is well placed, but then other times it undercuts the drama entirely. And I'm like, fuck, why'd you do that?
I don't. It feels just like their humor to me, but maybe I mistook the scene.
I feel like Infinity War does a balance of drama and humor better than quite a few of them, like especially compared to like Endgame or something.
Yeah, Infinity War is, to me, it's like damn near a perfect movie.
Yeah, it was my favorite one out of the two.
Yeah, oh yeah. It's one of my favorite MCU movies. With you know, with like Iron Man and Winter Soldier, it's up there. That's my top three. You know, is those three. With, you know, there's a couple others right behind, but yeah, Thor has been a very contentious character. Just the portrayals and the difference in directorial styles coming from. I believe the first film was Kenneth Branagh. Was he the first or second one? I'll have to look it up. But because I think Kenneth Branagh, I mean, or he started to direct the second one and left. Because I know there was a change in directors, and then you had Taco Tuesday come in, Taika David Cohen, and yeah, and now, you know, haha, funny, Thor is a fatty, you know, it's like,
yeah,
I hate to see that happen to characters, especially like I said, even though the Dark World wasn't great. That movie did some stuff right with the character.
Yeah,
it did. Comparatively speaking to what we see now, yeah, I didn't like how they let Jamie Alexander go, only to bring her back in Loki and have her look stupid. And then I guess she's in this one.
She has less than a minute of screen time, and her scenes are comprised two jokes. The jokes.
Of fucking
surprise.
Oh, you lost your arm. Oh, that sucks. Oh, well, that's probably in Valhalla. You didn't die on the battlefield. I don't know if you will. Like, that's their conversation. It's just like, she says, oh, shit. Like, oh, whoops. Dumb me. Silly me.
She should be where Valkyrie is. You know, honestly, that character would be more.
Yeah, Sif had some promise.
Yep. And
honestly,
then, you know, I was gonna say nobody fucking likes Tessa Thompson. Tessa Thompson doesn't even like Tessa Thompson.
Well, I was gonna say, like, I agree that she kind of sucks, but like in Ragnarok, she's not that bad as a character. But I feel like after that, she just becomes kind of the generic drunk around Thor that then just becomes the leader because he gave it to her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's just like so unfulfilling. But in Ragnarok, I feel like her character makes sense in Ragnarok to me, like with what it is.
They teased a romance with her a little. There was that moment, you know, with her and Thor when they were face to face in the plane, and all of a sudden, you know, now she's a lesbian.
Well, not just with Thor. I mean, she could have had one with Hulk. I mean, Hulk has a personality. I think had like an actual good camaraderie with her for once. You know, I feel like that makes more sense than with Natalie or than with Black Widow or whatever. But
Yeah.
I don't know. There's some promise. There was some promise.
And then they're like, oh no, we need to diversify this. Well, she's dating Taco Tuesday, I think it is. So isn't she?
Which one's that?
What's her name? Tessa Thompson, miserable bitch.
Yeah.
She's dating him. Taika Waititi, I think it is, because they had the pictures of him and her and Rita Ora all making out and shit like that. He's dating one of those bitches. I don't know, but Tessa Thompson always looks miserable and disinterested. You know,
God, doesn't she though?
she's as bad as Sonequa Martin Green,
or freaking what's the actress that plays Reva in Kenobi?
Oh, Moses Ingram.
Yeah, Moses Ingram. Same. Me and Coach were doing a video the other day, and like we couldn't find a good picture of her anywhere.
Oh, Moses Ingram? No.
Yeah.
There's the one. And like I said, man, it was the same thing with Sonequa Martin Green, because getting to know her character Sasha on The Walking Dead, I was like, man, I liked her, but I'm like, there's just something, and then you see her in Star Trek Discovery, and it's like, this is just her, that's her range. That is Sonequa Martin Green's range. You know, it's about that far. And it's the same thing with Tessa Thompson. She just always is like, just that disinterested fucking look, you know. Her beard's not quite as glorious as mine, but but yeah, and then she's a cunt on top of it. Let's be honest. What a bone. How you doing, brother? You listen to the interview. I don't want to be in a studio around a bunch of men. No offense.
Yeah,
I don't want to be.
I agree that she sucks. But again, I'm just character in Ragnarok. I thought was okay. Yeah.
No. That was, but it's just. I don't know. There were scenes where it was like, okay, she's kind of passable, but then again, like I said, you just go back to it, and there's other scenes where it's just like, I just can't. With her.
It's like, what I'm saying is like, it makes sense for her to be a bitch in Ragnarok.
Yeah.
And then
she's a snarky alcoholic.
But toward the end, though, it like seemed like she was having a little bit more character development on top of it, where it wasn't bitch mode necessarily. It was like concern. And then after that, I don't even remember what they do with her in between the other movies, to be honest, until Love and Thunder. And then she's in Love and Thunder and she's the king. And I'm like, I don't know. She's around and she's in it. And it's just like, I mean, you could have replaced her with anybody. And I think we all would have been just fine at that point, that's what I'm saying. Just watching Ragnarok, she had agency in there. And this, she does things, but it's like, I'd be okay if somebody else did it. Like, your character's not really advancing interest in any scene, just kind of taken away, if anything. Yeah, I would agree. Like in this, she's not great.
Horny Alf makes a good point. She was a slaver who they made into the king of Asgard. Yeah, that's basically what she did.
That is weird. Yeah, I agree. That's the thing. I wish that they had Thor take up. I know that his character is always kind of like not wanting to be a king and like be the king of the people, but like at least for a while be a leader for a bit. That'd be nice to see him lead in some way. I thought it'd be nice to see him take a dark path, like after Thanos, like, you know, to be like a little more strict on shit, like even on Earth, maybe. Like, you know, fucking all these things are coming to Earth or coming from Earth. Like, we gotta put a fucking lid on this. This is annoying. You know, I like Midgard, and y'all might fuck it up. Like, I don't like that. Like, have them go little darksy poo. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the caveat. Is, you know, what are they willing to do, and what is the execution like? Because these last movies have not been executed well, not at all. Spider-Man: No Way Home was really good, but a lot of that credit goes to Sony, and then we start giving Sony some praise, and then comes Morbius, which, I mean, again, I don't care. I'd still rather watch Morbius again than watch Love and Thunder. And Morbius had no idea what the fuck it wanted to be as a movie, and it wasn't good, but I mean, it wasn't coherent. But God. You know, I'd rather watch that than Eternals. I'd rather watch Morbius than Shang-Chi. I'd rather watch Morbius than Black Widow.
I'd rather watch Morbius than Captain Marvel. I can keep going. And now, what does that do? Because remember, they were coming out with the Kraven movie. I think it was Aaron Taylor Johnson was playing Kraven the Hunter. So it's like, are they moving forward with that? You've got the Madam Web movie with Dakota Johnson and Julia Sweeney, I think it is. Some hot ass chicks in it. But yeah, they're doing a fucking Madam Web movie now. It's like, how far is Sony gonna go with this? Without a Spider-Man, basically, because Marvel's not going to, let Tom Holland go be in these Sony movies. And then you get the people crying for, Sony to sell everything back to Marvel. And I'm like, no.
In fact, Marvel needs their toys taken away, I think, to relearn how to build things up again, because that's how they pretty much did things well with Iron Man was... because apparently, so I didn't understand this. I was like, how is Iron Man not one of their top tier ones before? They're like, well, because Fantastic Four was one of their biggest ones, and Spider-Man's one of their biggest ones, and the X-Men were their biggest ones. Iron Man and Hulk and stuff were C or D squad. I was like, what?
Yeah, dude. In the comics, the Avengers are the C team.
I can based on how this is, and I didn't grow up with comics. I'm like, how is that a thing? What? Mm-hmm. But that just goes to show that they were able to do that. And it's like, if they could get a lot of their main stuff taken away right now, I don't know, take a character who do they have that's a really lame character, like Sticky Man or something, make him an interesting movie. I don't know.
Oh yeah. They're doing, oh God, is it I can't remember if this character is DC or Marvel. Tony, help me out. Blue Beetle. Is that D?
I think it's DC.
That's DC. Okay, you've got what's his name from Cobra Kai? The kid that plays Miguel in that is playing Blue Beetle. That one I'm kind of doing. Yeah, he's a good actor, and I guess he put on a lot of size for that. For that role, so I'm kind of excited to see how he does outside of that. What are you saying about Squirrel Girl, Tina Bojan?
I think I was saying if they were stripped of their top characters and could like how they did with Iron Man and Captain America and stuff, build up your lower tier things from the ground up and make us care about that again, rather than all this just bull crap they do now, where it's just.
I can't stand Squirrel
What
Girl.
if they did? What if they made a decent Squirrel Girl movie though, Etep? What if you were like, wow, that movie was great? What if they made it make sense? And what if she was hot? What if it was I have no idea what the character is. So, but
the unbeatable Squirrel Girl, she beat a clone of them. Everyone's like, oh, she beat Thanos, and one was like,
what if she gets her
Thanos?
What if she in her movie gets her ass kicked most of the movie, but she's keeps on, instead of in Marvel and Captain Marvel, where they're like, look at how often she got back up. It's literally show a character I don't know what is Squirrel Girl? Is she a mutant or does she just put on a costume of squirrels or what is that?
I don't know exactly what the shtick is. I've seen a couple of the books. I've looked at them online, and I don't really. At one point, I think they were talking about what's her name? Anna Kendrick was, that was kind of like the popular fan cast, kind of like John Krasinski. And then I heard something about that girl. The girl from the phone commercials?
The AT&T or
yeah, the AT&T girl, the really pretty one with the long dark hair. She's she's European or something. Yeah, her was rumored or something like that, and I'm just like, if they did okay, I'm like now, and more importantly, if they did the movie, and like you said, if she's getting her ass handed to her the whole movie, and you see character development, you see her go through a struggle. I could probably.
It's like, does she have other skills? It's like, does she develop it? Like, her first movie isn't going to be her, most peak power or whatever. It's like, you can make something work with the character. You can make anything work, essentially. You can work a turd into a masterpiece. You just got to really think about it and you got to think about how to, transform a turd. You got to add substance and stakes, and you got to make it interesting. You could do it. It can happen. But I don't think nowadays they can do that at all. They seem to have lost that ability.
Milana Von Trub was rumored to be Squirrel Girl. Yeah, the AT&T chick. Draven says she can manipulate stuff around her to basically be unbeatable. Okay.
What? So I'm sorry. So, like, did she decide I'm going to emulate a squirrel for my costume, or did she? I feel like she'd have to get a fate unchosen by her. Like, I got accidentally turned into a squirrel girl. Like, and I don't understand what that has to do with manipulating stuff to be what?
I don't know enough about the character to.
I feel like they'd have to adapt and change some shit, because I don't know what the fuck. That doesn't make no sense to me. Possesses enhanced strength, speed, agility. Squirrel? What? I just that doesn't compute to me. It's like saying 6 + 6 = 55. I don't fucking get that.
That's Common Core math.
What about you, Nick? Like, I was. Did you hear what I was saying about?
No. I missed it.
Yeah, so I was saying I was saying that Marvel should they should lose all of their biggest assets right now, and then make or shelve them or something, and then focus on making good movies out of their lower tier characters, like how they did with Iron Man and stuff. And everybody in the chat was saying Squirrel Girl, and I'm like, I don't know anything about her. What would you think of the Squirrel Girl movie? I'm trying to understand her powers. Everybody's saying she has ability, power, strength, manipulation to win. What the fuck?
I don't even know who that is.
Okay, thank you. Because Angelus,
Squirrel Girl. I know.
Yeah. If
Tina heard of Squirrel Girl, I don't remember.
Tina says she suffered a modification in her genes for unknown reasons that granted her squirrel-like abilities, which manifested predominantly as a prehensile tail. Okay.
Well, okay, so she got suffered. So that's good. So suffered. That's a good start. Yep. But I guess I'm missing the part where she gets agility, gets super strength, gets manipulation of things around her to win.
Yeah. I don't like.
I'm missing that connection.
I don't know that much about the character. I really
I feel
don't.
like it.
So I'm looking at pictures, and she looks like a dyke lesbo.
I feel like you could make it like a horror story where it's like she grows up ugly as fuck, like a squirrel person, and then it's like, okay, you either just be this ugly turd or you like make something of yourself or something. I don't know. You get shit beat at you all the time.
Yeah, sort of like what they're doing with the Winnie the Pooh horror movie.
Well, I have no idea. I just mean like, those ones where it's like, they beat me up my whole life, and now I'm gonna start turning around. There's some motivation you can have there.
I'm gonna climb their trees and shit in their yard.
Yes, I'm gonna scare. I'm gonna
steal pecans off the pecan tree.
Fuck your bird feeders up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's see here. We'll share. Tina says she's actually considered Marvel's most unbeatable hero.
What the? That's got to be meta. Like a hee hee. Yeah. We know we're being dumb. Like I don't. What? Wait. By the power of rabies.
Daisy Divine says Winnie the Pooh horror movie. You're in a Chinese thinking recreation center.
Her superpower is luck, but that's Domino, right? That's Deadpool. What?
Yeah. Here's some pictures of Squirrel Girl.
Yeah, what powers should she have if we're going to do a remake? Okay, let's look at her. All right.
Yeah,
how old is she supposed to be?
Let's see.
What the? Wait, is it growing out of her ass or? Okay, no, it's not.
So it looks.
I think it's above. I think it's supposed to be like the tailbone.
Like that picture right there, it looks like she's taking a giant poo.
I think it's supposed to be the tailbone, like our monkey tail, but with a squirrel tail.
Wait, all right, we're gonna go over to this. We're gonna go over to this page here.
What if it's like
Let me share this one.
Go ahead. Yeah, I was gonna say her worst enemy is like a transformer, like or like a car that might run her over or something. It's like you can have something work there.
All right, here we are right here. The unbeatable squirrel girl. Let's make this. Make that a little bigger there. All right. She made her debut appearance in '92. 14-year-old mutant. Her real name is Doreen Green. Yeah, retractable cries. Capable of communicating with squirrels. Prehensile tail. Enhanced strength, increased speed and dexterity. Sidekicks. Honey Joe, Squirrel Girl's first companion. Monkey Joe became a full member of the Great Lakes Avengers. Oh, Jesus. Tippy Toe, Squirrel Girl's second sidekick. She joined her after helping her to beat Maelstrom. She's beaten Doctor Doom, MODOK, Thanos, Deadpool, and Wolverine.
It's got to be like... it's got to be like technicality of like, well, they surrendered or something. We don't want to embarrass you. Like, what?
Yeah.
And Angela says that she doesn't win most of her fights by punching. He says by outsmarting her enemies, but by getting through them on a personal level. See, that'd be nice to see. Like honestly, if she wasn't physically strong at all, I'd prefer her being like human strength, like normal human strength. And if she had to fight like super powerful people, like really have to utilize other assets that are not physical strength.
Yeah. Nelson says, "Don't let Marvel lie to you. That's a butt plug tale."
You're probably right, but we can only hope that they get clean one day. I don't know, man.
This is good. Glinzer, she's beaten Doom and Thanos, but she never beat the sales charts. That is a fact.
That's her biggest enemy.
Her biggest enemy is Comicron.com.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Sorry to derail us onto this. I don't know.
No.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's a funny thought. I like to do this or like think about shit like this where it's like, oh, could they do something interesting? But then I wake up and they never do anything interesting. So, yeah.
Nelson. Hey, she was 14 in 92, so she's legal age now.
Legal now. Okay, I see. Okay.
And she's a little bit older.
She's like just 2 years older than me. All right. Okay. Okay.
My ex had one of them foxtail butt plugs. God damn it, Draven.
That's gonna be another story to share on these days.
That's
Pack your things. We're leaving.
Squirrel they them. I like it.
Yep. Chad, you had some good ones. You had good ones.
Yeah. This is, let's see, anything. Yeah. This is just kind of weaknesses. Don't know. She doesn't have any.
I'd say a car, like,
Yeah.
They can help it get run over.
A bare power wire maybe, or phone line.
Yeah.
She's up there running along the telephone poles.
Yeah, just leave a box open. Oops.
A 5-gallon bucket of water with like a board over top of it.
What if it was like a werewolf situation? What if it was like a werewolf situation, but a squirrel? And she bites you.
You turn into a squirrel.
You become a squirrel person.
Full moon night.
Yep, and you get all their amazing powers of climb a tree. You can climb on wires you can run across wires pretty well. That's good. That's pretty good.
Yeah, but she can't get to the bird. She can't get to the bird feeder if you put PVC pipe around it. They can't
you also
climb
you also have awful judge of distance on the roads though. Like you think you're gonna go, but there's a car coming. I don't know. Fuck, I'll go down. No, turn back. No, I don't know.
See, I always go Costanza on them. They'll be crossing the road. My wife's like, "Slow down, don't hit him." I'm like, "We have no deal with the squirrels.
There's no peace treaty."
Nope. It's like the pigeons in the park. We have a deal with them. We walk down the sidewalk, they get out of the way. The fucking squirrels, they don't move. They're assholes. So we have no deal with them. I will run over those bastards. I don't care.
Yep.
But I don't need a brush guard for a squirrel. It's not like the fucking deer up here and the bears. Jesus. But Oh, so yeah, I like I said, they could possibly make that character palatable in a live action thing. Yeah, good Glinzer. This would be classic right here. Doctor Doom with a BB gun. Now I've got you, Squirrel Girl.
Yes. All my best weapons could not beat you. I had to go old fashioned again. I had to borrow my nephew's BB gun to get you.
Doctor Doom just uses his little Mauser. Come here.
Yeah. He gets his nephew's toy.
Oh shit! You can't see this doctor. This is the old one from like the Secret Wars.
He's very green. Yes.
Yeah. He his legs are broke, so he's glued and he's just chilling on the shelf now.
He's crippled Doom.
Yeah, that was another thing that pissed me off. I bought I bought it at a fucking discount mart bodega store, so it's like I can't even complain. But I got this Doctor Doom, which he's pretty fucking sweet actually.
Looks like Sub-Zero Doctor Doom.
Yeah, and I got him out, and his fucking legs are broke.
What?
I'm like, yeah, dude, he's broke.
He came like that in the broke it right out of the box.
Yep, and there ain't no returns at that store. You know, you buy something, it's yours. Yeah, so I was like, well,
hopefully you didn't pay full price for it.
No, it said $12.99 on the package, but I think I paid like $6 for it or something. So it's just nice looking to keep in the package. But yeah, I was a little depressed about that because I've got my other, my regular Doctor Doom. Then I've got 3 out of 4 of the Fantastic Four. I got to find a Johnny Storm, but yeah. I got to get one. I don't have him. I got Reed, Sue, and the Thing. But yeah, my kid has more Marvel Legends than I do. Who the fuck am I kidding? He's got like 40 of those goddamn things, if not more. But I have the 2 that matter right here. Well, see, that's me and Tony right here. And these were made custom, courtesy of Salvador from 2 Cents Toys, who you should go subscribe
nice.
to. Yeah, I've even got my little hat. I got my hat and my little beard and everything. Yeah. Sal had it easy for his. All he had to do was get a Destro figure because he's just Destro. So he has a metal head. That's what he looks like. But yeah, so he sent me those with the last box of toys he sent me because I bought. Hang on, I'm gonna grab it right here. I haven't got a chance to adorn it with any figures yet, but I bought this bad boy from him. Just one of the little skiffs on the stand. Yeah, and it's pretty neat because it'll shift and it's very cool. And it's got an extra. Where did I set the extra rail? I put the extra rail in the thing, but yeah, it's got the extra rail with like the rope hanging down off it and shit. It's the side pieces will flip up and everything. Like I said, it's nice. I'll be able to display some figures on there. Yeah, so I picked that up. So Sal sent me those 2 Marvel Legends that he customized for Tony and I, which they used to be in the thumbnail every week on our old Wednesday night show, which was called The Boardroom, and we would rotate it around from. We had like 3 channels we'd rotate it around on, or 4 at one point. But yeah. Yeah, that was good. Sal's he does great custom work. He really does. He watched I watched him do a custom of it was like Tony, do you remember the Jeep he did? Was that an Indiana Jones one he did?
I don't remember.
I can't. A long time. Yeah, he's done some really good custom work though. I know he did a couple for I think it was Michael at Retro Blasting, maybe. Or no. The one Jeep he did was for Tony Analog Toys. That's who it was. It was Tony over Analog Toys. But yeah, I was like, I got, I don't know where he is right now. He's still packed away. But I have a custom Bosk in an X-Wing pilot outfit with the helmet and everything that comes off that a guy made for me. I bought like probably $2,000 worth of action figures from this cat. So he was like, damn. I make customs too. Yeah. Oh yeah, that was about 2017 when I was spending all the dough on action figures. You know, it was like I wouldn't even buy
the
vehicles.
old
It was
stuff.
like
The old
figures.
stuff's made more money than the Riva lightsaber.
Oh,
got crowdfunded.
dude, yeah, that was another thing that was fucking hilarious. Good night, Carl. Have a great evening. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, man, catch the replay. We're gonna wrap here pretty soon, because I know everybody's got an early morning tomorrow. But yeah, I wanted to talk about that right here at the end, Nick. That HasLab that just failed. Well, that's the second one, right? Because the Rancor didn't get funded either, did it?
No, it didn't. And I don't know. There was some sort of controversy behind that Rancor. I can't remember exactly what it was. Somebody in the chat or one of you guys might remember, but there was a reason it didn't get funded. It was close to getting funded, and then they changed something or something happened, or Hasbro did something to where a lot of people canceled their orders and backed out or something. I can't remember exactly what it was, but the Riva thing, that was just that was a joke. I mean, who wants and the thing is, me and Coach talked about this when we did a video talking about it, is the lightsaber itself is, you know, it's okay, cool looking, you know, and more people probably would have been interested if it would have been with a more badass character, like a Darth Revan, you know, something along those lines, you know. But Riva, she sucked balls, man. Terrible character.
Or even if it was just an Inquisitor lightsaber, just in general.
Yeah. If they would have marketed it like that, it probably would have made its goal. But nobody wants that stupid Riva lightsaber.
Yeah, we want the character that's like, you know, tell me where the Jedi is, or this man and his family are gonna die.
Oh God, it's so terrible, man. In the even the fan made edit of it, which made it a little bit better, but it's still bad, even with the fan made edit. That show for me, it does not exist. I have erased it from my memory of canon for Star Wars. The only thing that is from Disney that's in Star Wars canon for me is so far as Mando, 2 episodes of Book of Boba Fett, and Rogue One. But I will say that Cobra Hiss on HasLab looks badass, and I would love to freaking get that thing.
They're doing a hiss on the HasLab.
Yeah, and it's huge. It's like $300.
What have I got?
And it like super surpassed its mark, like well beyond its minimum requirement for them to produce it. And I think I get paid in like a week, man. I might bite the bullet and freaking get that Cobra Hiss on that HasLab, because it does look pretty badass, and I love G.I. Joe. But I also did just spend $3,000 on that new LG OLED Star Wars TV. So,
God damn it! I'm looking up this Cobra Hiss right now.
Oh, it's
because I've got 7. I got 7 Hiss tanks.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
This one is like 3 or 4 times the size of like the original toy one.
Let's see. Oh, I'm gonna screen share this. Let's see. Here we go, right here. All right, this is it right here, huh? Oh,
yeah.
That's fucking sexy looking, dude. Does it come with rip? It does. Look at him all decked out too with his guns and shit. Nice. That is a bad bitch. $300. I could do it. Should I do it?
I mean, it's 26 days left on it, and like I get
know.
paid like next week, and I'm like $300.
Wait, does that actually fucking?
Yeah, it lights up and everything.
Oh,
it has a little Cobra symbol.
Yeah, that is gorgeous.
I mean,
My
look,
kid
look
would.
that the target was 8,000 backers. They've over doubled it.
Yeah. God damn. That is.
I'm half tempted to order 2 of them, keep one, and sell the other one on eBay for double the cost and have it pay for itself.
Yeah, you wouldn't have any issue selling that. God, this thing is fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
I can't. And I love the fucking hiss. I do. That is, yeah. God damn, that thing is just nice. The detail on that.
Yeah.
I mean,
very,
it's got
very
the
well made.
look, the harness in there and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, my kid would freak out because I wouldn't let him play with it. Limit
Tell him he can
5
play
per
with it
customer.
when he gets older.
Yeah. Well, he's pretty good.
Toy.
He's pretty good with his stuff, but it's like I don't know if I'd trust him with a $300 fucking hiss tank. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, accidents happen.
Well, you got 8 other ones. Tell him to play with those ones.
Oh, we do. You know, it's like I've got the blue ones. Hang on.
Really?
Yeah, I bought what 5, 6 of the blue ones. I think it was. Yeah, because I'll just grab one of them right here because I've got the black 788 and the blue 813. Right there. This off the GI Joe shelf I got, but yeah.
Oh yeah.
Got that one. You know, comes with a he didn't come with a sidearm, but he came with a. He's got a stand and everything. He's got his.
Is that the
body
one
armor on.
that black one? Is that the one that came out in like Walmart, like just like a year or 2 ago? Okay, yeah.
And then these were out. These were out last year, so I got. I picked up.
I never saw the blue ones.
I got 5. I got 5 blue ones. They had 8, and I was throwing them in a cart. The wife's like, "You don't need all of them." I'm like, "God damn it, woman! Yes, I do." But this guy.
You gotta have a battle.
I got 5. Oh, dude, we had all these out the other day in the living room. They were fighting against. Trey's got those huge, the big, colossal T-Rex and Indominus from Jurassic World. His tanks were fighting against those. So yeah, here's the blue one. But yeah. And then we took, because I've been buying them all the new Motu figures, the retro ones. So we took and we set up, like we had a bunch of GI Joe and then just like those generic Action Force soldiers, all his Star Wars guys. What the hell else did we have? We had the alien figures, those guys. The Colonial Marines, and then the ones I get at the Dollar Tree, the Final Faction figures, because he's got a ton of those. And we had those all battling all the Masters of the Universe guys. They were trying to the stairs going upstairs. There's 12 steps, so we had like 7 steps filled with action figures, and the He-Mans had to battle their way up and try to take Castle Grayskull back from the Jedi and the Sith. So they failed. They failed miserably.
Oh, jeez. I'm glad there's parents out there like you that are keeping kids into toys. Most kids nowadays seem to all they care about is electronics and apps and.
Oh, yeah, dude, I get pissed off these days when I see kids attempt to play with toys and they do it in like a really dumb way. That's like where they smack them together, kind of. But to me, it's like, dude, you gotta line them up. If you have any weapons to arm them with, set those up.
Yep.
If you got other things you can use as like, some type of piece of the battlefield or a home base or whatever, got to set that up. And then you can have one in your hand and one in your other hand and like move their arm, their legs, have them clash a bit, give them dialogue. Come on, you gotta play.
Yes.
That's how I did it when I was a child. Like, you don't just go.
I'll tell you guys a funny story. When me and Coach got to be friends in 7th grade and found out that we both like Star Wars and we're talking about all the old 80s Kenner Star Wars figures and stuff, and I was like, oh yeah, I still have all my stuff, and he was like, yeah, I still got all my stuff, and we were like, did you have battles when you were little? And he was like, oh, all the time. And he was like, dude, you should bring your figures over and let's do a you pick I pick and have a battle like back in the day. So I went and stayed the night at his house in 7th grade, took all my Star Wars figures over there, and we had a battle in his room. You pick I pick. And then his brother, who was in college at the time, was there visiting from college and come busting up in the room and was like, if you guys don't shut the fuck up, I'm going to beat your ass in front of your little friend. And I was like, oh,
Of course.
yeah, big
Dude.
brother.
I take because Trey's got these. They're like big. They're like Legos but bigger, and we'd make like a base out of that.
This is Duplo. It's a Duplo blocks. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah, the Duplos. Yep, we'd make a wall and a base with like an entrance because we had a doorway, and that would be the base, and we'd make like flight pads for the airships to take off, and you know, I mean, we had like escape routes for the trucks and everything to go out and in the land vehicles. Yeah, when we were playing with I got my old LJ and wrestling ring out. We took those Duplo blocks and built an entryway. I took my old tablet and set it up and made it the Titantron so we could have their entrances playing when we walked them down to the ring. We made an entrance with a little curtain and had like a bunch of action figures set up like fans around the ring and shit. Yeah, Draven. Yeah. That's me and Trey. That's me and Trey now. We will set up for 2 hours at least. Yeah. Before.
Yeah. And then putting them away is like you got to put all the weapons back in the bag, Ziploc bag or something, because you don't want to lose them. You know, you don't want to do that process or break them. You know. I feel like Toy Story is like one of the only movies to show like a kid sort of properly playing with a toy, where it's like he's got everything set up, he's got his whole room, or he's got like all these different things that don't match. He's got his army men with Bo Beep and his piggy bank, and it's like, use things that aren't even toys as part of toys. That's what that's what your mind does. Use a shoestring as like a lasso or some shit. Like Play-Doh is like goo and or something they get stuck in. It's like you know.
Yeah, dude. And the thing is, you would play with like I had Snake Mountain growing up, and
I still have them.
Secret Wars, Doctor Doom Tower with the little jail, and I'd use my Star Wars figures on that. And
yes, dude, that's fucking awesome.
My Fall Guy truck, my Dukes of Hazzard car, like
you got to mix and match them.
They were all they were all.
You could find plenty of candidates at Goodwill too. If anything, you can't find the good ones at the store. It's $8. So your mom's like, "Hey, do you want to get the one nice one at the store, or do you want to get like 7 crap ones? One's missing an arm." I can make use of that still. So I can get 7 of those toys at Goodwill. I'll equip a weapon that somehow fits to the little nub on the arm where the screw is because it doesn't have one anymore. I have no idea. I had like a Doomsday toy. I had no idea what the fuck it was. It's just like I had this weird green thing. I was like, that's an alien spaceship of some kind. Sure, whatever. You just do that. That was the fun part with a kid, especially like you get kids' toys now. If they don't know what it's from, they look very disappointed. And it's like, you can give me a toy that's something I don't know what the fuck it's from. I don't need to know when I was a kid. I could just make use of it. You know,
it's like he comes down here and he's like, "Dad, I want the whale." And I'm like, "Hang on, go over here." And we're like, "All right." So he was sitting here as I was setting all this shit up, and I opened. This is the original Kenner whale I got, and I'm sitting there and I made him organize all the Wookiees and everybody. I'm like, you gotta organize them, buddy. So he did. He sat here and he put them into proper rows. I'm missing one of the towers for the gun. But I'm gonna order one for it. But I got my 2 Luke X-wing pilots there, the pilots for it, and then you got all the Hoth, the troops, and the Wooks in here. So that's that. But and I got the custom one I did black and red, and I still have the handle for the top of it. It's just I had to take it apart to put it in the box, so I have to put that back on. But this. I actually still have the original box for it that I got for Christmas, which is right here. Which that's frickin'.
Oh, nice.
Yep, that's the only Star Wars original toy box that I have. I wish I had my.
It looks like it's
ones.
in good shape too.
It is. It actually is. This is. The original, I think there might be. I think my mom might have put tape on it because this was at her house, packed away for a long time. But I mean, it's still.
It doesn't look like it has like that faded attic color.
No,
fadedness on it.
Nope. She had it in. It was in like one of the bedrooms that.
Bedroom closets or something.
Yep, they moved out. I had a huge. It was like a dryer box, full of all my toys. The vehicles and play sets and stuff. I wished I wouldn't have sold all my. I didn't sell all my GI Joe stuff, but I sold a lot of the vehicles and a few of the figures. But I was using that to buy more Star Wars stuff. You know what I mean? And I did that like back in like 2015. I sold the Tomahawk helicopter, the battle platform, the Vamp, and the tow behind cannon. I sold the Tiger Force jet. What else did I sell? The hydrofoil boat. I sold that. What else was it? I had the Cobra plane, which was like the GI Joe, and what was that? What was that thing called? It was like the GI Joe. The original one was like the Sky Striker, I think it was, or something like that. But it was like the Black Cobra version of that, which was fucking. I wish I wouldn't have sold those. But I bought a shitload of Star Wars figures, so I don't really regret that.
I was hard up for money several years back and sold all my stuff, my comics, my toys, like everything. Like all my childhood stuff is gone.
Yeah, with me it was mostly just space. Had to clear up.
Yeah.
I told Trey, I'm like, I said, kid, not that you're ever going to be hard up for money later in life. If you are, and don't ever think about selling these. If mom and dad are still around, come to us first. Don't ever sell your toys. I said, you come to me. I said, if it comes down between you selling the stuff that I've given you, you need 500 grand, just let me know.
Especially the quality, man. I mean, you look at the ones, just 20 years ago, and it's like they would kind of make them to not always break. Some toys, yes, would, but like the main ones that are like $6 or more, would usually hold together pretty well after a while still. But a lot of ones nowadays have, it's not the same. Some are probably fine, but depends.
This is the last one I'll show right here, but this is the original. I have Salacious Crumb too. He's here. But yeah, this is Jabba and his freaking throne here. Yep, I got this for Christmas, man, when I was like, I think 3. It was right, I was like, I played with this thing, and Trey loves it, so that's, like I said, I instilled that in him from an early age that, I was pissed when my mom got him a tablet. I really was. Rattler and the Night Raven, that's what it was. Thank you, Chris.
The Rattler.
Rattler and the Night Raven. But yeah, we got to. I could sit here and we could talk about toys, which we're gonna have to do. That we're gonna have to do. I know we can't.
Tony's
Tony's probably exhausted, but yeah, let me kick it over to Tony right now if he's still there and he's awake, and I'll let him tell you what's going on over in the Clown World Review because he's got a show coming up on Friday night, don't you, sir? Yeah. Okay, so
thanks for that, Tony.
Good talk, Tony. Good talk. Let me kick it down to. I'll kick it over to Rookie Critic. Jeff,
what's up, man? Yeah, dude, I've got some stuff coming out for my channel, the Fandom Collective, and I made a second channel just to test the algorithm with stuff for mostly to see if it was worth making like a second Fandom Collective channel. I don't think it's worth making a second FC one, but the channel that I made has almost 1,000 subscribers and like 2,000 watch hours. One video is 22K videos. I never shared it out on Twitter, and it's only been like 2 months, and it's somehow just hitting the algorithm perfectly.
Nice.
And I'll probably share that out with the public at some point. Like if it gets monetized at some point, I'll be like, hey, look, I had this channel. But it's just funny to have that grow, and then it's like sometimes our own channels don't grow that well that quickly, but it's like if you can tickle the algorithm the right way, I guess it works for you, I guess.
Yeah. 100%. Well, thank you, Rook. Appreciate you being here, brother. It's good as always, man. And give a big shout out to the Fandom Collective too. Yeah, I'm happy
Thanks,
to
brother.
be part of that group, man. Absolutely.
Oh shit! I forgot one thing. Sorry. Yeah, hold on.
What?
Yeah,
No, go
bring it
ahead.
back.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we got fan film reactions coming up. We did over 34 fan film reactions and had like 11 different YouTuber guests as well. Those are over on the Fandom Collective. We did those for like 2.5 months straight. We'll be having those return probably sometime in like middle of August, I think. And we got like over 25 recorded so far. I just have to edit a bunch of them down a bit to trim it down and make it a little interesting. I like giving some of these independent projects some shout outs, and I like doing the commentary with some buddies. So yeah, I'll have to get in contact with you guys about that. That's what I wanted to meet up with Echo Base for tomorrow.
Okay, yeah.
If we could do a fan film watch, and ETAP one of these Wednesdays, we'll have to do one as well.
Absolutely, man. I'm always down for that. There's the Fandom Collective channel link right there. And yeah, thank you, Grant Gregory, for being a channel member for 5 months. I'm working on a new channel member thank you video. I'm going to shorten it up a little bit, and I've got a few names I got to drop off, but I want to add some stuff into it too. And yeah, I want to say thank you to everybody who's been channel members that long. And thank you, Rook, for coming on. And yeah, subscribe to the Fandom Collective and subscribe to Rook's channel. And yeah, retweet everybody, do all the things out there. And let me kick it over to this guy, Mr. Nick Glenn from Echo Base Network.
Yep. Again, thanks for having me on, guys. Always a pleasure being here. And like Rookie, we started a second channel also. Well, we started it like a year ago, but we really didn't do a whole lot with it. Our main focus was our main channel. But we just rebranded like just this week, and have started putting content over there, and it's just called Echo Base Entertainment. And we're just going to do all our non-Star Wars stuff over there, because our main channel, like our views are down, like we've been bleeding subs, and we don't know if we just release too much content all at one time, or if we're doing something that the YouTube algorithm didn't like, or what. So we started a second channel and just to put all our stuff over there, because after doing some research, people were saying try to narrow it down to like one thing, or get it as narrow as possible. Because if you start putting all kinds of different content on there, then the algorithm doesn't really know what your channel is or something. So we're like, hell, we'll try it, So yeah, Echo Base Entertainment is the second channel, and we're still working on our second documentary on the rise and fall of LucasArts Gaming. Most people probably know us from our first documentary, the Star Wars sequel trilogy documentary that was narrated by Doomcock. And other than that, we're just still trucking along.
Excellent, man. I've been fortunate enough to be on a couple of Saturday night shows with you guys, and always had a blast. I even got to, I think I co-hosted with you one night on there when Coach was late. I was like, oh shit, I made the big time now. It was fun, man. It was fun.
Yeah,
I appreciate you guys having me on.
That was when I was in me and Mexican Iron Man were doing a tactical training class in North Carolina. And I ended up jumping in late that night once we got back to our Airbnb.
Tactical training class for what?
So I built Mexican Iron Man an AR-15, and I got a 300 blackout myself, and it was just tactical training with rifles and pistols. And we just did all kinds of drills, hostage situations, and all that sort of stuff. And we're actually going to another one in November.
That sounds fun, man.
Georgia. Yes. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We had a blast. It was a 3-day class, and it was just running and gunning, man. And
next time you need to call it Taco Tactical Training or something.
yeah, for real. but the instructor, he was a ex Vietnam War veteran.
Okay.
And he was hardcore. Like, if you screwed up, like, everybody in that class got yelled at and got chewed out, during some point in time, And he was like a drill sergeant. But the thing is, he explained that, when if you're ever in one of those situations, you're going to be under stress, and so he does that to try to force some bit of stress on you so that you can kind of help keep your focus on what you're trying to do and shooting and aiming and all that good stuff and awareness, looking around, fun stuff.
My dad, my dad does that to me when we shoot together. Still, he's a non-vet, and he was a marksman, and he did some training, some firearms training with recruits and stuff. And he used to take me down to River Roost, the Detroit Police Pistol Range. I was shooting with the recruit classes down there when I was 13, 14 years old.
Nice.
Shooting all the way out to 25 yards with a pistol. The model, Model 22 Glock, the big one. Shooting that at 13, and there's some females out there that couldn't handle that thing, let alone when we got to use 12 gauges and shit.
Right.
But yeah, it was funny. But all right, we got to sign off now. Let's see. Me the rest of the week, ladies and gents. Today's Wednesday, Thursday night. I have the night off. I don't have anything going on. I might spend some time with the wife tomorrow. I don't know. She might get sick of me after 20 minutes and say, "Don't you have a fucking stream to go on?" I'll be like, I can go set toy.
Nobody invited me to a stream. I don't have no.
She's gonna come down here and find me playing with my fucking action figures instead of streaming one. That's gonna happen. I'm just gonna be sitting on the floor having a fucking battle. But thank you, everybody. Thank you, Steven, for the $4 super sticker. I appreciate it. I think Tony's checked out. But I'll throw his link in the chat, the Clown World Review. He's up to 244 subs. We got to get that at least tripled. I want that tripled by the end of the year. I do. He puts on wonderful live streams. Friday night, Life in a Rocket Ship, 8:05 Eastern, or Liars for short. We get political on that. We talk about current topics, things we don't cover here, or on his, Tuesday night, the stream on Tuesday nights, the Monday Night War retrospective. And next week, the first big video I will be tackling when I come back to producing videos next week, ladies and gentlemen, will be WCW Halloween Havoc in 1995. I haven't got to do a video in a while, and I figured my first one back is going to be a fucking pay-per-view review. So stay tuned for that. I'm looking forward to that one. I think it'll be out midweek. We'll probably drop that. I'll try to drop it by Wednesday. Channel members will get it Wednesday. It'll be public on Thursday. But yeah.
I was just watching today a tag team match between Goldberg and Rick Steiner and Goldberg against Scott Steiner and who was his side? Buff Bagwell.
Buff Bagwell.
Yeah, and Goldberg pressed Scott Steiner over his head. And then I watched the return of Goldberg in 2000 on Nitro. God, man, I miss the old wrestling days, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And this also this Saturday over on Draven's channel, I'm going to bump my start time back for our stream, and we'll only be going for about an hour that night because it's going to be late. We'll be watching Ring of Honor Death Before Dishonor at 8 p.m. Eastern. Watch party review over on Angelus Draven's channel. That's going to be fun. We've had a good time doing the last couple over there, the AEW pay-per-views. So yeah, we're going to do that this Saturday as well. Nice. So thank you, Nick. We need to do this. Dude, if you're ever free on a Tuesday, I don't know if you guys stream on Tuesday nights or not.
No, we don't. And the thing is, I mean, my nights that I'm free during the week it's really all over the place. It's hit or miss. It just depends on if I'm at home, or if I'm out of town working, or if I got a work project going on. Like even me and Coach getting together and just doing videos and content during the week on weeknights. Like we try to do it in the afternoons when I'm not working. Of course, once he starts back to school here at the 1st of August, our time of getting content out is going to be cut back a little bit. But anytime you need somebody, always hit me up, and if I'm available, and that's the other thing is, I don't really know until like that night, you know.
Yeah.
Depending on if what all I got going on work wise, because I mean
Mhm.
I'm on the clock right now till midnight. Yeah, working 3 to midnight Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
So as long as I'm not doing anything crazy work wise or on another stream, or me and coach are doing something, you know, always hit me up.
Yeah, because we're getting ready to do a watch party over on Tony's channel for Starcade 96 in a couple weeks. Every Tuesday night on Tony's channel, the Clown World Review at 8:05, we do the Monday Night War retrospective. So yeah, you're always welcome. And like I said, I'll just start dropping you a link if you're free. You can join us. And,
Yeah. Hit me up, and if I'm not busy and I can jump on, I'd love to jump on and watch some of that stuff and chit chat about it.
Excellent. Well, thank you to my Kazooians, all my channel members. Thank you to everybody in the chat. You folks have been absolutely wonderful. I'm looking forward to this Saturday. I get to watch wrestling, and that's it, gang. I'm Temple Kui to the Place to Be Reviews. We've been here with all of yous. If we don't see ya, have a great day, a pleasant tomorrow. We'll catch you on the next one.
Get your own.
Take that, you bitch!
No! What the hell?
How'd you like that?
Hey, joke's on you. I have hepatitis.